Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to a very, very, very special live stream, a Super Tuesday live stream. So much going on, so much. It's insane. But you already know the deal. We're gonna just give it a few minutes, wait for everybody to shuffle in here, and as we do that, I'm just gonna let this play over here, and we're gonna get started in any second now. But yeah, basically, the Fed cut rates by 0.5 points. The Dow is still, the markets are still tanking. So much going on. Bitcoin on sale, gold and silver on sale. Everything's on sale. Stay away from this. Stay away from the markets. As you guys can see, it is extremely volatile right now. But yeah, guys, we have a lot to talk about. And it's, I'm not doing tomorrow's live stream. I'm not going to do Wednesday's live stream because I got an appointment tomorrow. So I'm doing today. Today's the weekly live stream, okay? So we had to push it forward to Super Tuesday. All right? All right, let me check it out. Let me check out the chat. Let me check out what's going on out there. I got to finish kind of setting up, okay? But yeah, we'll be getting started any minute now, okay? We're just about a minute and a half in, okay? So we got a little music playing in the background. We got Doge helping us with the markets. Thank you, Doge. Yeah, so what you're watching there on screen is a new channel, a new podcast that me and my friend Hanson are doing, The Boomer and the Zoomer, and we are going to be live tonight. We're going to be live tonight, all right? Doing a Super Tuesday extra fun podcast stream as the whole thing happens. So please stay tuned to that. If you want more information, just go down below, all the way in the bottom left, right there. You see The Boomer and the Zoomer. Just go there. All right. Maybe someone can provide a link in the chat real quick, to The Boomer and the Zoomer. But yeah, just go check me out there. That's my new podcast. I'm gonna be podcasting from there. We're gonna be talking about all that tonight. So I'm all over the place, guys. That's right. So what do you guys think, huh? Are you guys surprised by what's going on here with the markets or what? Are you guys surprised by the continual dip? Look, guys, the way I see it is like this. The whole virus situation, the whole situation that's happening right now with the markets and everything, this is all a distraction, so that you're not really paying attention as to why the markets are tanking. You're not paying attention to the Julian Assange hearing. Yeah, that's right. Julian Assange is right now in court today, and he's been in court since last week. But most people don't even know about that. Also what's happening in other parts of the world. There's so much news, so many things. And we're all here worried about, the stinking flu. And again, even right now, what's going on with the markets, with the markets, getting just tanking, for over a week now. Literally, it's been 5, 6, 7. This is 7th trading day. Yesterday we had a green day, but pretty much we've had 6 out of 7 days in the red, right? Or something like that, or 5 out of the last 7 days in the red, and major red. And this is a perfect, the whole virus thing is a perfect excuse, to blame it. Blame what's going on the markets, because blame what's going on in the markets on the virus. Because again, if you guys kind of know what's going on, I've been following the markets for a while now. Ever since Trump has taken over, he has been, forcing and wanting rate cuts and rate cuts and rate cuts. And the only thing that the Fed gives them is 0.25 every once in a while, 0.25. And then now, as the market started going into free fall, they needed an emergency 0.5 or more cut. Again, Trump is asking for negative rate cuts, for negative rates. So we need to cut even further. And so basically, again, we cut 0.5. You know, it's been a very long time since we've cut by half a point. But anyways, that's what happened. That's what's going on. And they're just blaming it on the flu. Again, basically, they're blaming everything that's going on the flu, which is kind of crazy, kind of insane. But it's not that crazy or insane when you see everybody eating it up. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, that's basically where we're at. And so, look, today, I was not, I woke up just like any other day, doing my work, answering, emails to clients and just doing all this stuff. And then suddenly, in the Discord, so I want to give a shout out real quick in the Discord to JRCKG Go. So JRCK Go, he broke the news. See, look, Fed cut rates 50 basis points at 10:43 a.m. Eastern time. All right. So, and I'm like, when? He goes, just now. No fucking way. Seriously? And then, yeah, we had the discussion. He provided the link. We're going to go over that right now. But yeah, just again, quick shout out to JRCK Go or whatever. I don't know how to say your name, brother. But thank you very much. And then, yeah, I just started doing investigating. And I'm like, oh, man, I got to do a live stream. And then I realized that I have an appointment tomorrow morning. I know. I should have alerted you guys. I wasn't going to do a live stream, but I didn't even know. Basically, I found out last night. Then I remembered again this morning. Oh, fuck. And so then I was like, you know what? Perfect. Let me just get online, do a live stream, and just get it over with right now because, again, I'm not going to be around tomorrow, but there's all this stuff going on today, right now. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go live. Let's tackle this. Let's talk about this. Let's do it. So just going to welcome Callie Picker, welcome Blockchain for Dummies, welcome Daniel, and welcome everybody else watching out there and listening. And again, what are we watching on screen right now? This is the other channel. I've been getting strikes and been getting in trouble on YouTube lately and stuff. So as you guys know, I've just taken preventative measures and I got more than one channel. I got, my travel channel. Again, all the links are at the bottom description of this video and other videos. But I also have, a brand new channel that I started with a friend. Amongst other things, we're starting a podcast. I'm all over the internet. I'm all over the place, like usual, right? I'm really all over the place now. But anyways, the point I'm making is that tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Central, me and my friend Hanson are gonna go live for Super Tuesday. Today is Super Tuesday. The whole fucking day started as a Super Tuesday. So I'm gonna be continuously reporting on this, live streaming on this, talking about this again. When Powell and the Fed announced today, a few hours ago, that they were going to cut rates, everybody thought that the markets were going to go into hyperbolic movement upwards. But again, as we can see here, it really didn't do anything. In fact, we're negative almost 400 points, negative 388. But yeah. You know what I mean? We just keep going down and down and down. So very, very interesting times that we're living in. Very, very interesting things that are going on all over the place. And so I was like, you know what? We got to go live. We got to talk about this. We got to get going. Because again, as I keep reminding you guys, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I'm here right now. I'm going to be here tomorrow night. I'm going to be here tonight for Super Tuesday on the Boomer and the Zoomer. So please go check them out. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you guys can hear me in podcast form because I'm doing a podcast several times a week. It's comedy. It's basically talking about all kinds of shit. So just go check it out. I have, so you can enjoy it. Also, I'm on all kinds of podcasting platforms. But again, this is not shameless plug time. We're here to talk about the markets. We're here to talk about the news. We're here to talk about many, many things. But again, you know what? Let's go to Twitter real quick. Because yesterday, how funny, right? Oh, right, that's Twitch, not Twitter. But anyways, yeah, yesterday I tweeted. How do I get to my... All right, so yesterday I tweeted... where was it? See, look, I tweeted yesterday, when is the Fed going to lower rates? Don't they know that's the cure to the coronavirus? So I tweeted that yesterday, and I guess the Fed heard me because that's what they did. They fucking cut rates today. So thank you. You gotta just thank your boy right here, all right, for taking care of business. All right, I got Powell on the phone. You know, I got hey brother, hey, cut those rates, cut those fucking and here we are, bro. Here we are. So let's get to the news real quick. So Fed cuts rates by 0.5 percentage point to combat coronavirus slowdown. Okay. The Federal Reserve, in a surprise move, cut its benchmark interest rate by 50 basis points. The move comes amid increasing unease over economic effects from the novel coronavirus spread. It's like they even say right here, from the novel. It's like, again, you know, like the fucking flavor of the week. Stocks initially rallied sharply on the move, but backed off in volatile trading. That's right, as we can see here. Here was the move upwards, and there's the tanking downwards. And oh, look at that, we're at over 400 points now. Look at that. Oish, oish, oish. So yeah, guys, I guess the Fed listened. Who knew? Who knew? Okay. So let me see. Let's see what we got on the news. So by the way, what did I do this morning? This morning I got a payment from actually I got some my Patreon that came in. Shout out to all my patrons out there. Shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much. I fucking love you guys to death. Shout out to all of my supporters. You know, by the way, everybody, you know, sending anything, you know, whether you're sending Litecoin or sending fiat or sending whatever. It's all love and it's all appreciated. So anyways, with my Patreon today, I was able to buy some Bitcoin. Shout out to all of you guys out there. By the way, usually I use my Patreon, you know, to pay for bills and all that stuff. But, you know, I actually had a few supporters out there that helped me out this month at the end of the month, you know, like Opie. Plus I had some clients, so on and so forth. So when my Patreon came in, I literally had that money to put away in my savings. So what did I do? I bought some cheap Bitcoin. That's right, guys. And that's what you do. You know what I mean? You know, that's your savings. Because as much as you want to put it, you know, in the dollar, you know, meaning that you want to keep it in US dollars and keep it in your savings account, keeping it in your savings account is actually going to cost you money. Is actually, again, as you guys can see there, it's it not only costs you money because of the banking fees and what the bank charges you to keep it in there, but also on top of that, you know, every single day your dollar is losing value due to inflation and due to things like the rate cut and all that shit. So again, yeah, you know. So yeah, just shout out to everybody out there. Love you, motherfuckers. I gotta get some, you know, definitely I'm gonna see if I can reallocate some funds later on. And by the way, this is more, we talk financial, we talk Bitcoin, we talk gold, silver, we talk all kinds of stuff on this channel. For any new viewers out there, you know, welcome. But basically, yeah, you know, now for the first time in a while, it's time for me to start allocating some funds. As you guys can see, I already got a little bit of Litecoin. I gotta get me, oh, not there, sorry. I already got me a little bit of Litecoin. I gotta get me some more Litecoin. We gotta get some Monero, correct? Right? We gotta get these cheap at cheap prices. Maybe some Dash. Gotta check out some prices, but definitely a little bit of more Litecoin and definitely some Monero because yeah, Monero's dirt cheap and you know, it's all about privacy going forward into the future here. All right, for a lot of reasons. So I really do see a lot of high potential for both Litecoin and Monero. Litecoin because you know, they're putting in some Mimbo Wimbo or whatever the fuck, you know, so adding some privacy to that. Monero being the first ever privacy coin, like officially, and Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin's Bitcoin. So, and then we got gold and we got silver as well. So we got some silver and look, I actually got gold. Here, let me show you the gold. The gold is my ring. You know, I got married, by the way, so it is what it is. But yeah. You guys now, again, it's not just about canned food and water and getting all of these things together, but now it's the time to really, you know, start reallocating all of your funds. You know what I mean? Meaning start moving things around, getting into position, because I mean things, and we don't know where we're going with this. You know, honestly, we don't know if this crash is going to continue or if it's just going to be a minor correction and then the crash will happen later after the elections. We don't know. But the point is that, as you guys can already see from here, basically things can happen like that, and you know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down, for reals. That's what she said. But you really don't want to be caught with your pants down, because it's just it's not gonna end well, guys. So please, if you are protected, if you know, if you got your money in the right place and you bought, you know, survival gear, or you are living in a place like I'm living in Mexico, or like some of you guys out there living off the grid or away from major cities and so on and so forth. If you guys are setting yourself up for success, then, you know, we're just sitting here waiting. That's all most of us are doing at the moment. We're just sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting until the whole thing finally comes crashing down. When will it be? Who knows? Who knows? But in the meantime, you know, hey, why not grab some popcorn, right? Why not just chill and start stacking and just getting ready? Because before you know it, just like you woke up this morning, you know what I mean? Just like you woke up last Monday, not yesterday, but last Monday, and the markets were tanking and continually tanking all the way through today, or you wake up today and the Fed cuts rates by 0.5 like that, or and just so on and so on. So we're living in a moment in time right now where you can barely sleep. You know, every single day, you know, things are just constantly changing and flowing and moving, and they're just accelerating and accelerating and accelerating. So again, if you are set up, you know, whether it's you got canned food, water, camping gear, ammo, crypto, gold, silver, all of these things, as long as you, or you know, land, you moved away, whatever, as long as you're set up and good to go, you know, right now it's a time to just keep stacking and stacking and waiting. But we're getting really close. We're really, really close. You know what I mean? Basically, that's it. You know what I mean? We're getting close to go time, and it's in the air. We can all feel it. We can all sense it. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's all about what are you doing? Well, you know, right now, you know, what am I doing? I'm ready, pretty much. I'm good to go. I'm just out here sitting back, and as these things develop, I get to do things like go live and talk about it and inform you guys and have some fun and so on and so forth, because that's it, guys. You know what I mean? Like right now, that's, you know, look, I come from Miami, Florida. You know, we've gone through a lot of hurricanes and we've gone through a lot of things like that. So as long as you're prepared, you know, as the hurricane approaches, you know, what do? You throw a hurricane party, and that's it. And then once the hurricane passes, you clean up. You throw a cleanup party, and that's it. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Basically, just get ready for the hurricane. Once the hurricane passes, you know, you're in party mode. That means as everybody's flying away and going through disaster mode of the hurricane, you yourself are having a hurricane party. Once the hurricane passes, then what do? You clean up. But if you have all the tools, meaning that you're the one with the generator and your house is intact and you got lots of liquor and you got food, and listen, man, you're the one's going to be sitting pretty while everyone else is on the streets panicking, you know? And you're going to have a very easy time of not just cleanup, but of helping the community and so on and so forth. So, you know, guys, you know, that's it, guys. Just treat what's coming as a hurricane, all right? For anyone that lives in hurricane danger zones, you already know what to do. But for those of you that don't, I suggest you start looking at hurricane preparedness videos or hurricane preparedness type videos, you know, like how to prepare for a hurricane, you know, when a hurricane's coming and all that shit. And just do the same thing, only, you know, add a few more things. You know what I mean? Like add, again, like gold, silver, Bitcoin, you know, add some financial tools to that, some financial instruments to, you know, your canned food, water, generator, you know, all that other shit. And you're going to be good to go, man. You're going to be so good to go. You're going to be so happy, so glad. You know what I mean? And that's it. Just treat it like a hurricane. That's it. And right now I wish I could play fucking Ride You Like a Hurricane, but I can't, you know. But hey, you know what I can do? I can play other 80s music, you know, thanks to the Boomer and the Zoomer, which is, again, shameless plug, the podcast that me and my friend Hanson are doing, and we're going to be going on live tonight at 8 p.m. to cover Super Tuesday. Not only am I covering Super Tuesday here with Lambo and Doge, and Doge, but we're going to be covering it tonight as well with Hanson and Doge and Lambo and all of you guys, and it's just fun. Again, if you're prepared, you know, it's fun. If you're not prepared, it's not fun. So get prepared. Just get ready, guys. Get ready so you can go to the party. You know, don't show up to the party like a schlep. All right, bring something to the fucking party. Bring some Corona, for crying out loud. Bring something. All right, let me read the comments real quick. That's right. Like, subscribe. You know, the Boomer and the Zoomer show. Again, as you can see right now on the Boomer and Zoomer live stream, you know, we're live streaming the demise of the stock market, or the correction, or whatever the hell's happening. The live stock market reaction. And then we're going to be going live tonight, as I said. You know, definitely tonight we're going to be going live. So please don't miss it. You know, and also subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to all the podcasting stuff. You know, so you can enjoy the fun, man. Enjoy the show. All right. Like Pedro in the chat says, hello from Toronto. Thinking about the legacy of Greenspan. Unreasonable exuberance. Is this the everything bubble ready to pop? Yeah, we're not there yet. Yeah, the everything bubble is not there. We're not popping yet. We're almost gonna pop. I mean, we could be popping, but I don't think so. Because again, as we you know, how we can avoid how can we avoid the pop is basically by cutting rates, and printing into oblivion. So we already remember. They're already doing the repo emergency bailouts. Okay, so every single day they're printing around 50 to 80 billion. I mean, yeah, 50 to 80 billion dollars and putting it into the markets. And now they're cutting rates. So you know, we have a ways to go. They have more money to print. We have more rates to cut. You know what I mean? We have more points to cut on the rates. You know, so we have a ways to go. But yeah, you know, once we're at negative rates. And once we print it into oblivion, really like print it into oblivion, and all the money that is abroad comes home to roost, you know, all these dollars that are all over the world right now come home as they're coming home, as all of these things, all the stars are aligning right now for the whole fucking thing to pop. And I honestly think, I thought it was not going to pop for a while, but I really think, I mean, right now, I think there's a 75 to 85% chance that the fucking the everything bubble will pop in Trump's second term. And I thought it was going to be towards the end of his second term. But honestly, at this point, at this rate, it could be a lot sooner. But it could still be on pace. I have been known to call things very, very, very fucking early. So it could still be at the end of his tenure. You know, just like the stock market crashed at the end of Bush Jr. Remember when Bush Jr. was leaving office and the fucking stock market crashed? That was a 2007, 2008 crash. And then Obama came in. Okay, so I think it's going to be the same thing. That's what I've been saying for a while. And at this rate, it seems like we're going to be going this way. And it's going to be a very, very, very bumpy ride. And it's not going to be fun these next 4 years after he gets elected. It's not going to be fun anyway. It doesn't fucking matter who's president. But just warning. All right, warning. After the elections, oh boy, things are going to really start to suck, all right? And as we get closer to the pop, then it's really going to get really fucking bad, all right? But we still got a while to go. I would say 2-3 years before the pop, all right? Hey, but I could be wrong. The pop could be next year. It could be this time next year. It could be October of this year. It could be December of this year. Who the fuck knows? But it's coming. It's coming. All right, and that's the thing. We don't know, but it's right around the corner. I mean, we already know we're there. We're almost there. All right, so get ready, guys. Yeah, cheap money is not going to end until the bubble pops. Once the everything bubble pops, then the cheap money and everything ends then. But we still got lots of cheap money in the system, lots of cheap money to be gotten on the way there. All right, right now. Again, stay out of the markets because obviously we don't know what the fuck is going on. You know, obviously we're dipping lower and lower and lower, and we're going up. You know, right now we don't know. Once the markets get back to correction, you know, once our markets finish the correction and we start pumping upwards again, then we can reassess. Right now, you know, we can't. It's a falling knife. The knife is falling, and you're trying to catch it with one hand. Don't do it. Just wait. All we can do is wait. Yeah, but interest rates are not going to go up. Interest rates are going to go lower and all rates are going lower. We're going into negative territory, guys. Trump keeps saying over and over and over again he wants negative rates. So we're going into negative rates. Get ready. Oh, look at that. Cali got a delivery. This is a great way to deal, all right, with oregano, all right? Spice up your life with some oregano. That's a great way to fucking deal with this shit. But yeah, guys, lots of so today's live stream is very impromptu. I just fucking went live because I'm not gonna go live tomorrow because I have an appointment with immigration, and then today, the whole, all these things are happening. It's Super Tuesday, literally Super Tuesday in more ways than one. So I was like, let me just go live and go with the flow and see what happens. So we're here. Let's see how the crypto markets are doing. Man, look at that. Still crashing. Fuck, man. Let's see where we are. Look at that. Breaking. Dow drops 500 points even after Fed slashes rates to combat coronavirus. It's fucking amazing times to be alive. I'm back, right? Is everything all right with the stream? Hope the stream is okay. Anyways, all right. I think we're still here. Okay. Sorry, got a little fart with the stream. The stream had the stream's rates got cut. Let's see. Let's read the story. Breaking. So much breaking news today. Dow drops 500 points even after Fed slashes rates to combat coronavirus. Let's listen to Mr. Kramer for a minute. I'm gonna play this music in the background, all right? Help me with the whole copyright bullshit. But I should be able to play this. See what they say.
Much of yesterday was about this kind of gathering commentary from the IFIs.
Well, I mean, look, I know people did have high expectations starting Sunday night, but I come back, and I think the market's oversold enough we can rally from this.
Can you hear it?
But I come back and just say, look, in the end, those people who met with the president yesterday, they are the ones who matter. I would rather have a $100 million prize, non-taxable, to want any of these companies than to care about what the Fed does. I think that he ought to relent on the Fed.
Jim, you have been out front. I can remember in the course of my career calling for the Fed to cut rates, and you have been right at least twice. And I think that's 2 out of 2 that I can think of.
At 1,000.
But you're not this time.
No,
you are not pounding the table.
No,
you're not giving me the what is it? They have no idea.
Well, I just think that what's going to happen here is that we're going to have a lot of businesses that don't have the cash flow. Small, medium-sized businesses. If we keep going into the stay-at-home world, I'd rather try to figure out how to help them individually and keep their payrolls. I actually want to keep all my payrolls. How am I going to keep them if nobody goes after me?
Should they hold the line?
Anyways, all right, who cares? Okay, stocks fell in volatile trading on Tuesday after the Federal Reserve slashed interest rates by 0.5 percentage point in an emergency effort to stem slower economic growth from the coronavirus outbreak. The decision came 2 weeks before the Fed's scheduled meeting as the central bank felt it was necessary to act quickly to combat the effect of the virus spreading worldwide. It's the first such emergency action coming in between scheduled meetings since the financial crisis. Yep. So yeah, this is a surprise in case, by the way, surprise, in case you guys weren't surprised, you know what I mean? And they said it, the Fed literally said it. Look, the reason they did this was they wanted to do it as a surprise. They didn't want anyone to even know that they were going to do it in order to make sure that the cuts actually did something. But as you guys can see, it did absolutely fucking nothing. So again, we could be seeing the fucking crash. We don't know. Because as you guys can see, even emergency measures are not working. So 2 weeks from now, they might be slashing rates again. They might be, cutting rates again. What? Yeah, again. So it might be 0.25 points or another 0.5. What are rates at now anyway? What the fuck are rates at? Oh, look at that. So rates are at, right now, we're at 1%. So we could go, if we go, okay, hold on. I'm going to say, the Dow Jones traded it, or, where, what are rates at now anyway? I don't even know. But anyways, but what rates are, so what rates are right now, what it says right here, it says that rates are at 1% right now. So that means that if right now at the 50 base cut, so in 2 weeks they might go lower and lower, and we might get negative rates. As insane as this might sound, we might actually have negative rates before the November elections. How's that? Now that might be freaking crazy, but we could cut that way. We cut that low, which would be kind of crazy. But wow, holy, what? Hold on, let me turn this up. Sorry about that. So that's pretty crazy. So we could definitely cut another 0.25 or another half a point. So it might be 2.5. It might be another quarter. Okay. So in 2 weeks or something like that, when they meet, when the Fed meeting happens, when they go to the Fed, they might cut again. So what's more volatile, the markets or Bitcoin? Waka, waka, waka. So yeah, guys, look at this. Interesting. Dow Jones, look at that. So again, look, let's just go through the week. Yeah, I was right. We only have one green day. So look, last Monday, negative 1,000, negative 879, negative. So right there is basically 1,900 points. So 1,900 points and Wednesday. So from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we dropped 2,000, dropped 3,000, dropped 3,500. So in the week, we dropped 3,500. We made up 1,300. So that would be, we're at 2,200. And then today, 2,200 minus 500. So we would be, by the end of today, if things go the way they're going, we're going to be negative 2,700 points. Now again, there's still nothing. It's just a little blip, all right? A little blip in comparison to where we need to be dropped before there's a problem, all right? But, yeah, you know what I mean? Again, it could just be a correction. Let's not forget that. But yeah, things are definitely, they're correcting. They're trying to right the ship, all right? We're definitely seeing it as right now live. They're trying to right the ship, all right? So the rate cuts are not working so far, as you guys can see, because usually right now we would be like up 500 points, but we're still negative 5, and we're dropping like a rock. So, and let's see, everything's dropping, I think, right? Oh no, crypto's all right. I was able to buy Bitcoin at 8,700. All right, so I'm still doing all right. Okay, not a real loss. But when I'm done here, I gotta purchase. I think I might trade that Bitcoin in for a little Monero and Litecoin. Anyway. All right, let's see the chat. Where are you guys at with the chat? You know what? Let me see if we can get some. Let me get some Bitcoin trading here too. Now, how do I make that a little smaller? This is Bitcoin trading here. So we got Bitcoin here on this screen. Yeah, guys. Nano Joe, what's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. Nano Joe is asking 23 trillion in U.S. debt. Who's bailing out the U.S. when the Federal Reserve banking system collapses? Oh, that's very easy. You, the taxpayer. That's who. That's who's bailing them out, man. Come on, man. You, the taxpayer. I thought you guys knew that already. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to break it to you. But yeah, you, the taxpayer, will be paying for that. On Gerald Celente. I have no idea who that is. Never heard of Gerald Celente. Look at that. We got everyone watching the Dow. That's right. That's right. We're watching the Dow. We're watching Bitcoin. So we're on the, let me see. What should I put the 5 minutes? How do I do this here better? Or the 15 minute? 15 minute candles? But that goes back to yesterday and shit, right? These are the 1 minute candles. Alright. Do the little 1 minute candles on Bitcoin. Let's go back to the Dow. Hey, does anyone have any questions? You guys any topics you guys want to talk about? I mean, we've already covered this. We're gonna cover it again. We're gonna keep going and talking about this as it develops throughout the day. Look at that. So now it's 600 points. It's the same story. They just keep adding points to it. Fuck. So what's up? It says 560 here. Do they know something we don't? Hold on a second. Hey, hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm gonna go turn something on real quick. I'm gonna open the windows. No, what happened to the ticker? It stopped. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I think we need to lose Binance or something. Yeah, that shit was probably hogging too much there. Or maybe something happened to the stream. Yeah, but see, my friend, the one that we're gonna be doing the podcast with tonight, like he has his running at home while he's at work. So maybe something will happen with the internet. It seems like it's back up though. Seems like it's back up. So again, yeah, guys, if you want to hang out with us as we continually cover Super Tuesday on all levels, just come out and hang. Hey, Nano Joe. Actually, no, I haven't bought any silver in these recent dips. Only crypto. But I might. After I take care of all my immigration stuff, I'm going to see if I can go and get some silver. I just haven't because, I've had a lot of extra bills, whether it's a wedding, immigration, and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, like it's on my radar. The reason I buy Bitcoin or I'm able to acquire crypto is because people pay me in crypto, or I, also have the ability to, when I get my digital payment to do that. You know what I mean? Look at that, 617 point drop. Yeah, I think something might be wrong with the Doge Man's stream. I don't think it's mine. I don't think it's me on my end. I mean, you guys are hot. By the way, let me know in the chat. How's the stream coming through? Can you guys hear me fine? Is the video coming through great? How's the sound? How's everything, guys? Please let me know. I forgot to ask you guys earlier. Let me know. Por favor. But yeah, let me see. I'm trying to find where did I put it. See what's going on here with I think something's going on with the stream. There we go. We picked out some great 80s music to go along, because since the 80s, since 87, I don't know if you guys remember the crash of 87 and the 80s and all the insanity from that, you know what I mean? So we're reliving that now, so might as well. Yeah, I think something's wrong with this, guys, with our stream. Man, that sucks. Yeah, something's wrong with the stream. It's just like, why is it showing like positive or something? Something happened here. Oh no. I think it broke. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Wow. So we might crack 25, huh? We might get down to 25. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. How about, there's noise now that's coming out. There's doing construction out there. Let me know if it's too loud. If it's too loud, so I can close the windows, all right? So anyways, welcome to everybody out there. Welcome all new viewers. Welcome all regular viewers. If you're new out there, this is a special live stream today. We usually do live streams on Wednesdays. We do all kinds of stuff on this channel, talking about financials and talking about the economy, what's happening around the world, what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto, what's happening with everything and all kinds of shit. Plus travel. I'm an expat American living in Mexico and traveling around and doing all kinds of shit. So lots of awesomeness, you know? Yeah, I think, everything's good. I think just something's going on with, not quite sure what might be happening with the stream. But we might get down, man, what the hell happened here? What's, with the other stream? I'm talking about the other stream. What's going on here with it's blocking the numbers. Boomer and the Zoomer. We got Hanson in the house. Hey, Boomer, what happened? What's going on with that? Why can't I see the numbers, man? Hell yeah. Look at that, 700 points. Look at that, Dow dropped 700 points so far. Fuck. Oh man, and it keeps dropping like a rock. Oh yeah, man, we're cracking that 25,000 point mark. That's for sure. All right, fixed. How are the markets doing? How are the markets doing? What's going on with the markets right now?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I think I'm gonna let Lambo take over for a minute. Look at that. We got Lambo, the communist horse. He's bringing us communism. One dip at a time. He's bringing communism to you guys. Here, look, like right now, who was it? Nano Joe. Nano Joe is asking me what is Mexico doing for the song? I mean, what is Mexico doing to prepare for the virus? Here, let me show you. Hold on. This is Mexico. Look, listen. Coronavirus, coronavirus. Coronavirus, coronavirus. So that's what Mexico's doing, all right? In case anyone's wondering. That's what we're doing down here, all right, for the virus. So where are we at? How many points are we at now? Look at that. Over now it's okay. Now it's officially over 700. Wow. How's crypto doing? Is it pumping or what? Look, a lot of Doge. Look at that. A lot of people trading in Doge for Bitcoin. Bruh. Hey, long time no see. How's it going, Crypto Kiwi? You prepared? Are you ready for the fucking crash of all crashes? Hope you got all your food and water and guns and ammo. I hope they didn't take your guns away over there. I know what happened not too long ago. Anyways, I hope you got your crypto, your gold, and your silver, and you're ready to rock and roll, brother, because we're almost got over here. All right, you should check it out. You should check it out for comedy relief. We're gonna be talking all kinds of awesomeness tonight. Right now we're streaming live. We're doing all kinds of shit. Hey, let me know if the construction noise is too loud outside, okay? So I can close the window. We got Opie in the house. What's up, brother? We're all ready, man. We're all ready for the fucking crash. This just, again, you know, like I was saying earlier, there's no reason to get scared or be scared of the upcoming bubble pop. There's no reason to get scared of the upcoming, you know, situation. Because basically, again, it's just treating it like a hurricane, okay? You know, just think of the dollar demise, you know, the bubble bursting, you know, the whole fucking economy tanking. Just think of all that as basically a hurricane. And so we don't know exactly when the hurricane's coming. We just know that the hurricane's coming. So all you can do is prepare in the meantime. Just buy food, buy water, buy the generator. In this case, buy gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever. You know what I mean? Just get ready. Buy ammo, whatever. All right? And get ready. And then when the hurricane comes, when the hurricane is finally hitting you, then at that point you throw a hurricane party. So while the hurricane is causing devastation, you know, while the economy's tanking, you're just throwing a party. Yeah, woo, woo, you know, smoking them blunts, you know, drinking that fucking liquor, whatever. Once the hurricane is done and everybody is devastated and trying to pick up the pieces and trying to clean up after the hurricane, well, at that point you can clean up as well, you know what I mean? But you're going to be prepared. You're going to have food and water and generators and fucking gold, silver, Bitcoin. You're going to have so much. So when you're cleaning up, oh, you're really going to be cleaning up. You're going to be cleaning up for real. You're going to take that shit to the next level. And that's it, guys. You know, that's all. You know, that's all you get. You know, just, it's very, very, very simple. Just treat it like a hurricane. So for anyone out there that lives in hurricane zones or has been through hurricanes before, you guys know what to do. Just follow the same steps. Follow the same, you know, ideology, you know, methodology, whatever. And then this, if you haven't, then go to YouTube and just search for like hurricane preparedness videos. Hurricane preparedness, you know, meaning like what do you do to prepare for a hurricane? And then just, you know, adjust that knowledge accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not going to be putting plywood on your windows, you know what I mean? Obviously. But, you know, what are you going to be doing? You know what I mean? You're going to be buying, you know, setting some cash aside, buying some gold, silver, Bitcoin, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I mean. But just getting that same idea, same mentality, and you'll be good to go, guys. Trust me. Yeah, so again, we settled on the 80s music while we're watching the stock market crash, because the last time that we witnessed any kind of real crash of the magnitude of what we're going to have, by the way, it's basically, you know, it's going to, the crash that's coming is going to be worse than the Great Depression, okay? But since the last time that we really had a major crash, kind of close to that, was in 87, that's where, you know, that's where we're putting some 80s music, you know, because, you know, it was a lot of the same shit, you know, a lot of free money and a lot of opulence, a lot of disparity between the rich and the poor, you know, the 80s, man, you know, the yuppies and all that bullshit, and then the crash of 87. How's that noise outside? It's like, it sounds like two robots are fucking. Oh, did I forget to share? I did forget to share. Oh, man. I fucked up. I forgot to put the... Hey, can someone put a link in the Discord? A link to the live stream, the live stream you're watching me on. Put that in the Discord, por favor. Anyone? Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it very mucho. Hugo in the house. Hugo coming in from Costa Rica. That's right. Hope you guys are ready. Yeah, I think right now we're just seeing a correction, and we're not really going to see the crash until after the election. I don't know when after the election, but definitely after the election. At some point after the election. Thank you for posting the link. No, that's not the link. Man, can nobody help me out here? Or are you guys getting it late? Please, someone post the link. Do I have to do it? Can I get a volunteer to help me out here? Help a brother out?
Bruh.
Yeah, but post it in the Discord. Post the link in the Discord. Please, Opie. It's just hard for me, and then it slows the computer down and all this other shit. Like, put it in the Discord, though. Someone, anyone. Don't jump all at once now. Don't. There we go. Opie coming to the rescue. Thank you, Opie. Appreciate you, brother. But anyways, so let's get back to the market analysis. So you guys like my thumbnail? I made it all by myself. I made that thumbnail all by myself. Because I don't know what else to say about what's going on right now, right? We're analyzing it. We're all of us. If you're in the markets, you're definitely, you know what I mean by the anal. You're getting it. You're getting it with no Vaseline right now. If you're in the markets, that's why it's an anal analysis. Analysis. Oh yes, Opie, they cut rates by 50 basis points. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We gotta get into that. Look at that. Breaking. Every single time that we come to CNBC today, we get a new breaking news. But let's stick to the first thing. So today, around 10 in the morning, around 11 in the morning, I think it was, Eastern, the Fed, surprise. By the way, surprise! They surprisingly cut rates by 0.5, by 50 basis points, okay? So by half a point. So yeah, they cut rates. I didn't think it was real. I thought it was a lie. I thought it was a... But yeah, someone in the Discord broke the news. And then I was like, oh, I gotta go live. I'm not gonna be doing live show tomorrow because I got things to do. But regardless, I want to give a shout out to... Where is he? Shout out to JRCKK. JRCKK. I want to give a big shout out to JRCKK because he in the Discord broke the news. See, as you guys can see here. Fed cut rates 50 basis points. When? Just now. No fucking way. Seriously? It's all over CNBC. Oh shit. Let me buy some Bitcoin. So yeah. And then here's the story. And then, normally when they cut rates, when the rates are cut, immediately, the markets react by going positive. Basically. Look at that. Over 750, close to 800. So now the markets, instead of going green 700 points, they're going negative 700 points. So that's the extra story, negative 800 points. Holy shit. So look, 10-year Treasury yield falls 1% for the first time after Fed slashes rates due to coronavirus. Wow, guys. A lot of breaking news today. And we got the Super Tuesday election shit going on. Julian Assange is is in front of the fucking court right now, trying to get him extradited over here. We can have so many fucking things going on. The fucking corona beer virus. I mean, Jesus. Jeez Louise, guys. It's fucking crazy out there. Nothing to see here, guys. Don't worry. Everything's fine, right? I was able to buy some cheap Bitcoin, though. I did do that. Let's see if I can get me some cheap Monero and Litecoin later on. But other than that, I mean, we're just hanging out here. Hurricane party. Dude, the fuck? Huh? But anyways, yeah, so back to the story. Oh, let's see what Zero Hedge has to say. Coronavirus bullshit. Stocks and yields plunge after Powell presser fails to inspire. Oh, jeez, no news. What's going on? Where's Tyler Durden? Is Tyler Durden busy today? Is he at the doctor or something? I think Tyler Durden had a fucking doctor's appointment today. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what Google has to say. Oh, let's see what gold is at. Fuck that. Let's see what gold is at right now. Look at that. Gold is after the rate, as soon as the rate cuts, gold just skyrocketed. $40. Look at that, $50. So it's up $50 from today. Wow. Look at that. So see, gold went up. That's crazy. Look at that, gold went. Let's see where silver went. Also, silver went up 3.5%, and gold, again, another 3.25%. So both gold and silver went up 3.25%. Gold and silver, again, I repeat, gold and silver went up 0.25%. So yes, guys, as the stock market plunges, the smart money is going where it needs to go. Gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Because there's a lot of pressure. I think there's a lot of buying going on right now. I can't put on the buying and selling for gold and for Bitcoin because it fucking crashes the computer. I got too many things going on. But yes, guys, gold and silver, guys. Gold and silver up. Exactly. Well, see, look, everybody can see the chat on the live stream too, so. Opie says, coronavirus killed the market like a cartoon killed people in Benghazi. Zinger! The coronavirus killed the radio star, that's for sure. But yeah, guys, a lot of people around the world are panicking, buying all kinds of shit. I mean, who knows how all this is going to end, but I hope it ends soon. I hope the fucking shit. I hope the virus ends soon. That bullshit ends soon. Honestly. But yeah, guys, so both gold and silver are fucking going higher. Again, gold as of now, all right, at 1:52 p.m. market time, 1:52 p.m. market time, it is at $1,644, up $52.22, up 3 and 2.8, all right, 3.25%, okay? Gold is up 3.25% on the day, and silver is at 17.26, so $17.26, up 58 cents, up 3.47%, so up 3.5%. So silver up 3.5%, gold up 3.25%. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. All right. Dow dropped 750 points and dropping. And Bitcoin, guys, again, you know, they're trying to make it drop, but it can't drop. So it's pretty much stuck at 8.7. All right, 8,725, give or take. So 8,700 on Bitcoin right now. So they've been trying to drop it, but there's a lot of pressure buying. I was some of that pressure buying. I hope you guys are doing some of that pressure buying as well. Now look at that. Look at the Dow. Oh shit. Oops, sorry, wrong button. My apologies. My apologies. But anyways, look at the Dow. Almost negative 800. Wow. Wow. So, but again, all this could just be a correction, and they're going to keep dropping rates, and they're going to keep pumping money into and bailing out the banks and all that shit up until after the election. And then after the election, that's it, guys. You know what I mean? There's no more rates to cut. There's no more money to print. Oh yeah, guys, it's starting to get fun out there, that's for sure. So right now, basically at 2 p.m., we're almost at 2 p.m. market time. 2 p.m. market time, and we're at negative 800. All right, negative 800 points with a 0.5% rate cut, which is fucking nuts, but whatever. And you know, gold and silver are making steady moves. You know, gold is up; it keeps going up higher. So gold is almost at 3.5% up. All right, it's up $54 on the day and going. All right, $54. And silver, 60 cents and 3.61%. So again, gold and silver are fucking going to the moon as the market keeps tanking, guys. See, look, now they don't even want to say 800 points. They're just saying 750. Yeah, motherfuckers, it's 800, right? So yeah, guys, again, this is a correction, but this is just a preview of what's to come soon, you know, but, you know, with it, whether the time frame would be, it's about around 10 months and up. So we still have a 10-month window, basically, all right? So right now, this is just a correction. You know, we're going to be seeing this for a little bit, and then we're going to see the markets go green, okay, for the remainder of the year. And then once we get to December, November, December, after the elections, from that point on, it's a ticking time bomb. All right, it could fucking pop at any minute. But again, we have a lot of room to the downside. You know, meaning, you know, we still have to get the negative rates. We still have to bail out more, so more money to print. So we still have a ways to go, as I was saying earlier, all right? So, but if all of a sudden by, you know, 10 months from now, we are at negative rates or at 0 rates, 0% on the rates, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. We're close. We're at 1% right now, and the Fed meets in 2 weeks. All right, so they're probably going to cut again and again. And Trump keeps saying he wants negative rates, negative rates, negative rates, negative rates. That's what he keeps saying. Trump keeps saying we need to be competitive with the rest of the European countries and other countries in the world that have negative rates. So they want negative rates. Hyperinflation, here we come! Woo! Yeah, this is just a fucking appetizer, man. We ain't seen nothing yet, man. This is nothing. But yeah, man, interesting times up ahead. Look at that. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's a gold chart right there, guys. Gold chart, baby. Thank you to John. And thanks to John for providing the chart. But here we got the gold chart. These are the gold chart moving forward, all right? Prices right now for gold are live gold price right now at 2 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. market time. Okay, silver is $17.25. $17.26. Up 58 cents. Up 3.5%. Gold is at $1,645.85. Up 53.55. So $53.55. Up 3.36%. So, God, I can't read. I'm retarded. 3.36%. Okay, up 3.33. So up at 3.25 plus. That's right. Bitcoin holding steady. Bitcoin holding steady at Bitcoin holding steady at 8,722. 8,700. And the Dow. And the Dow dipping 775 points. We've reached lows of 800. Dropping close to 3%. We still got 2.5 hours, 3 hours left in the trading day. Much more left to drop. Markets also cut 0.5. So the Fed also cut 0.5%. Is the music still too loud? Anyways, but the Fed also cut, you know what I mean? 0.5% basis points. So the Fed surprise! They surprisingly cut 0.5% on the rates today. So we're at 1% on the rates. So are you guys ready, guys? Are you guys ready?
Bruh.
The markets. But yeah, guys, like I was just saying a few minutes ago, again, the market, the Fed cut the rates by 0.5% today. Instead of going into the green, we went into the red. Again, we're in the red at negative 800 points and climbing. We should be at plus 800 points. There's a major correction happening at the worst possible time because, again, right now we should be going into the positive. So I think we're going to be going into the negative for a little bit, a few more days. Who the fuck knows? We don't know. I don't know anything about this. We're just watching. We're just throwing a fucking party. Look at that. Negative 850 points. Fuck. Look at that. Dow drops 800 points. You know, gold and silver are seeing surges. Let's get back to the gold chart provided by John. So this is gold going forward. So what are we going to be expecting from the... We're probably going to be expecting maybe a green day tomorrow in the market. Maybe not. I think tomorrow we might see a green day in the markets because they will be buying futures and buying shit overnight. So that way when the markets open tomorrow, it has a greater chance of going into the green. But eventually we're going to keep going into the red. As you guys can see, gold will be benefiting, same as silver, but gold will be definitely benefiting from all this. So get that gold, guys. Get that silver. Get that Bitcoin. The markets, look at that. So yeah, guys. So by the way, shameless plug time. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Central, 5 p.m. Western Time. Me and Chance Hansen, whatever the fuck his name is. So we're going to be going live for our, pretty much a weekly podcast. We do a few of these every week at night. We go live and we also, do podcasting. Meaning we're just podcasting, only audio, and it's basically comedy and talking about all the same shit we're talking about and news and a million other things, but from a comedic entertainment purpose, perspective. I mean. So tonight we're going to be going live at 8 p.m. So please join us, all right? We're going to be, that's where you're watching the feed from right now. So the feed that is feeding you right now, the market downturn, that is the same feed, the same channel. The Boomer and the Zoomer is the name of the podcast. That's the same feed where we're going to be watching. We're going to do the podcast and do Super Tuesday. All right, so we're going to be covering Super Tuesday tonight. Again, it's Super Tuesday all day long, as you guys can see. Look what's happening with the markets. Look what's happening around the world. Look what's happening with, the elections tonight. As much as everybody wants Bernie to win, I won't be surprised if Biden wins. So again, stealing it from Bernie yet again. So we're going to see what happens. Definitely a lot of action. Right now, every single day is like a movie. We have no idea. All we can do is just enjoy the show. Get the popcorn and enjoy the show. And I'm just here to help you guys out, enjoy the show. And again, tonight, we're going to be going live, like I said, okay? We're going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Me and Hansen, we're going to be doing our podcasting, covering Super Tuesday, covering what happened earlier today in the markets, just covering everything and having fun, enjoying the show. Trump is going to join us. Biden is going to join us. Doge is going to join us. Who else? Who knows who else might join us, all right? But we're going to have a lot of special guests, all right? All right? There might be DJ Khaled in the house. We don't know. All right?
Bruh. You're fired.
All right, well, we're definitely going to have a lot of awesomeness. Again, the markets, all right? Right now, at 2:05 p.m. Holy shit, man. Well, look at that. Oh, my God. Almost negative 900. Fuck. That was quick. Keeps dropping like a rock. Fuck. Look at that. Look how they update now. 860. They're just going now like, fuck, man. They're scared as well, man. It's just fucking nuts, man. Who knows? Maybe they're watching our live stream or something, No, I doubt it. They got the ticker, right? But anyways, let's see where gold and silver are at right now. Again, gold is up $51.58, priced at $1,643.88 as of right now. Up 3.25%. All right, so up 3.24%. And we have silver. All right, silver up to $17.26, up 0.58 cents, up 3.48%. So up 3.5%. So it's staying pretty even, and Bitcoin is staying pretty even. I think we're going to be seeing a surge soon there. People might be cashing out their Bitcoin and buying gold and silver. Who the fuck knows? And the markets, well, the markets right now. Markets are, look at that, negative 900 and dropping. How you guys doing out there tonight? I'm sorry, tonight. This is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How you guys doing out there? 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, it's 1 o'clock my time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock a.m. Western time zone. How you motherfuckers doing out there today? So by the way, guys, I'm not gonna have a live stream tomorrow. I gotta go immigration office and shit. But that's why I'm doing the live stream today. Plus, we got more shit to cover today anyway. So, that's why we're here. You already know it. Lambo is here too. So, yeah. I gotta make some more coffee soon. But, yeah, guys. So, we're just here hanging out. You know, watching the whole fucking market crash. Or correct, or whatever's going on. You join me tonight. I know I've already said that many times. Anyways, you should check out my website, josearteaga.com. Check out my videos. Check out my other channel. Shameless plug time. Shout out to all my patrons out there. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody. I fucking love you guys to death. But yeah, check out my other channel, my travel channel. You can check out all my Mexico content. Today's video talking about healthcare.
Guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Adventure.
You check it out.
Another day in the life. Today, I gotta go to Walmart. I'm actually gonna be taking the scenic route, so that way I can show you guys a little bit more of my immediate neighborhood.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. Yeah, well, I don't know why Tim would publish that. Why would he I mean, is he not looking at the markets? We're making a historic another historic turn downwards. Look at that. We're gonna be we're negative 900 territory already. Fuck, we're gonna be negative 1,000 points before you know it. Wow. Look at that. History in the making. Super Tuesday indeed. And by the way, for all you conspiracy theories out there, is 3-3. All right. Today is 3-3. All right. The number 3 is very. Now just look into it. Okay. It's not good. It's always a gorgeous day out here in Mexico, man. It's always a gorgeous day out here in Mexico. So yeah, guys, lots of history being made today, all across the board. Bitcoin holding steady. We got gold and silver climbing higher. We got the markets tanking. I don't know what else to talk. I mean, this is all we're covering here. I don't know what else I should cover. All right, I've already made all the shameless plugs I could. I mean, we're just going to keep watching it drop, I guess, for a little while, right? Unless you guys want to talk about anything in particular. I know some of you guys had to go back to work. enjoying your lunch break or whatever. For all you guys out there still here, thanks for staying here. Welcome. For all you guys new, welcome. For all you regular viewers, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Look at that. Negative 1,000 points. Bam! Wow. Ain't that some shit? Negativo 1,000. No bueno. Doge is not doing good trading today. Doge is not doing a good job trading. So yeah, like again, why, is the market, why is this all going on with the virus, the coronavirus, with the markets? We're not really paying attention to a lot of the other crazy shit that's happening. Again, with Israel right now, Netanyahu claims victory again. All right, what's happening with Julian Assange in the extradition case? No one's fucking talking about that or paying attention to that. What's really, really happening with other shit, going on? Let's see what other stories there are. Oh yeah, that's right. Turkey. So Turkey invading Syria now. I mean, seriously, Turkey now is invading Syria. By the way, this has already been. Come on, my mouse got stuck. I'm sorry, hold on. But anyway, so yeah, right. And Turkey has been in the process of invading Syria for like a couple weeks now. So that's happening. Joe Biden might fucking beat out Bernie Sanders tonight. Chinese architects suggest walking around in a bubble to avoid coronavirus. The Pope got coronavirus. Stocks down 1,000 points. Let's see, what else? G7. G7 meetings. Robinhood app down. Sorry, I keep refreshing and I fuck up the song. Everything's fine. He resembles that socialist remark. Oh, so the Pope does not have the coronavirus. Okay. So Pope just had the flu. Like everybody else. Callie says we have a mini moon circling the earth. Patrick. Hey, what's up, Patrick? How is everything in Merida? I'm watching in Cleveland Airport, waiting to go home to Naples, Florida. Everything's freaking awesome, man. Everything's beyond amazing. If you want to know more about my daily life out here in Merida, you should check out my new travel channel, Jose Arteaga Travels. All right, check it out real quick. And I posted a video today, another one on Thursday, another one on Saturday, and so on and so forth. So check it out, and check out especially the one this Saturday. I got a video coming out this Saturday. It's gonna be awesome. In fact, every Saturday should be a pretty awesome video. All videos on my new channel are awesome. All my videos are awesome anyway, but you know what I mean. So check out, see, there's my new channel. You got all the videos there. So you can watch those there. Shameless plug time. All right. So how's everybody doing out there, guys? You guys enjoying the demise of the economy? Doge is not a good trader, as you guys can see. Doge is not a good trader. Bruh. Later, Callie. Thanks for hanging out. By the way, welcome all the new viewers. Laters to all the people that got to go back to work. Appreciate it hanging out with me and Lambo and Doge. We got Lambo and we got Doge. Lambo and Doge. We're all hanging out here, and me and you. We're all hanging out here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for smashing that like. Welcome to all the new viewers. And I appreciate you. We're all just hanging out here today. So again, let's go over it real quick. Today, after let's just recap real quick, all right? Last Monday. Where did I put the chart? Did I have the chart there? Oh yeah, okay. So last Monday, all right, we went down negative 1,000. Today, then Tuesday, negative almost 900. So 1,900. By Wednesday, total of negative 2,000. By Thursday, negative 3,200. Okay, and by Friday, negative 3,500. Okay, so last week, negative 3,500 points. On Monday, which was yesterday, we went up 1,300, which put us at 2,200 points on the negative. And now today, so we're already at negative 2,200. Today, seems like another 1,000. So it seems like we're going to be around negative 3,000, okay, today. All right? By the end of today, okay? So we're going to be at negative 3,000. We got Super Tuesday coming up. We have all those news events that we discussed. But anyways, just today alone. So basically yesterday, after the rally, that we went into the positive, this morning at 11 a.m. market time, the Fed had an emergency meeting and they dropped rates by 0.5%. All right? No, by half a percent. Sorry, by 0.5 points. Sorry. So the Fed dropped the rate by 0.5 points. Okay. So that's half a percent. So now rates today are sitting at 1%. So normally they've been dropping rates by 0.25%. And now today they dropped it. You know, they meet up. They have like the regular Fed meeting, and then they've decided, oh, we're going to drop 0.25%, and they've dropped it. Here, let me show you the chart. They've been dropping it 3 times already. Okay, they raised rates a lot, and then they drop, and now they're dropping again. All right, and they're going to continue dropping because, as Mr. Trump said, he wants negative rates. So when the Fed meets in a couple weeks, they might drop it again. So who knows? But anyways, the point is they dropped rates. They had an emergency meeting today. They dropped rates by 0.5%, 0.5%. I mean, 0.50 points, all right? So, again, whatever, man. Jesus, shut up. All right, so usually what that would do is that would make the markets go into the positive 1,000. Whatever number you're seeing right now on screen, which is 1,000 points, it should be going into the green 1,000 points. But for whatever reason, the markets, no one is having confidence in the markets, whatever the fuck is happening. But the markets are going negative still. So this is kind of like unprecedented right now. So we could be seeing something big. We don't know. All right, we don't know. It could just be a correction or more. But we know right now the rate cut should have put us in the green, and it should have made us okay. But if we're gonna continue seeing this sell-off, then there's just gonna be definitely more cuts coming. So, and more money printing, more again every single day. There's already a bailout happening. They're already when you're seeing the repo market bailouts, that's every single day. They're printing money, billions, 40 to 50 to 80 billion dollars per day, and pumping it into the market. And still, it's not enough. As you guys can see, we're going into the red after a rate cut, and again another pumping of who knows how many fucking billions into the market. So, and what is that doing? That is making your dollar worth less. That is making your work worth less. So whatever you earn an hour, you're earning less an hour now because of everything that's happening. So that's what that means. All right? Basically. Hey, how's it going, Perlita? Welcome to a very, very special broadcast. Again, not going to be here tomorrow, and I'm not going to be here tomorrow for my Wednesday live stream, but tonight we will be around on the Boomer and the Zoomer podcast on the Zoe. Just check out right next to there, the Boomer and the Zoomer. If anyone can provide the link in the Discord, if someone can provide the link in the chat right now, that'd be great. But anyways, check out the Boomer and the Zoomer. We're gonna be on live tonight because we're gonna be covering a Super Tuesday. But again, Super Tuesday started from the minute we woke up this morning, so. Lots of crazy stuff happening. Lots of stuff to cover. It seems that this is pretty unusual. I'm not a big expert here, but this is not. We should be in the green, not in the red. We should be in the green right now. But again, it doesn't matter if you hold gold and silver, you're sitting pretty. If you hold Bitcoin, you're sitting pretty. If you hold other assets, you're doing fine. So, I think the last time that this happened might have been, see, as it says, like on the chart, as you guys can see when they cut rates and it keeps going down. So the last time this happened was in 2007, 2008. But you see, we don't have much room to go. That's why we got to go into negative. So if we're going to repeat, let's just say that who knows where we are. But I think that we might be here. So if we're here, we still got all this to drop. And look where we are. All right. So we're going to be dropping off of the chart. Literally dropping off the chart. As you guys can see here. Even if we're here, we're still going to be dropping. We're supposed to go down. This is like the closest. I'm not going to say we're here. I think we're closer to here. I'm just pointing to things on the chart for anyone listening to the podcast, by the way. So, and that's why we got way more room to drop. So we're definitely going to see negative rates. Right now we're at 1%. You might see, when it's all said and done, negative 2%, negative 1.5%. Might be negative 1.5%. Maybe more. So yeah, guys, the markets are tanking like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. But again, this could just be a correction and just a taste of what's to come 10 months forward from now, because I don't think that the real crash isn't going to happen until after the election. But after the election, from that point forward, any moment that could happen. but we still have at least 10 months minimum. This is just a taste. This is just a wake-up call. This is just a get ready, all right? This is what this is. Thank you for smashing the likes. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I'm going to go live for a little longer, probably another 20 minutes, but I got to end it after that. And then I suggest you can still watch the markets on the Boomer and the Zoomer live stream that we're watching right now. And then after that, we're going to be going live, me and the Boomer. I'm the Boomer, so the Boomer and the Zoomer, we're going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. so we can cover Super Tuesday and keep covering all the insanity of all this today. So please join us later tonight. But yeah, we're just hanging out here for a little longer. If you want to know what we've been, what's been going on today, you can just go backwards on this episode right now, watch from, or watch it later, what happened, or But yeah, right now, guys, we're going to do a little question and answer session. If anyone out there has any questions, any answer, any new viewers out there that wants me to cover anything that's been going on today before we head off, let me know. All right, I'm going to finish smoking this while we finish watching and speaking together here, so let me know, guys. Welcome back, Opie. So we got Opie in the house, we got Pearl in the house, we got Pedro in the house, Callie in the house, Client, Seasbig in the house, the Boomer and the Zoomer. That's Hanson, Chance in the house, John in the house, Kiwi in the house. Got a bunch of Nano Joe in the house. Welcome, all of you guys. Before and after, thank you for joining me, and everybody else out there just hanging out. Thank you for joining. Right now we're sitting at negative 900. We've seen lows of negative 1,000 plus. Please, if you got a free minute, go head over to the Boomer and the Zoomer and subscribe. If there's anyone, any questions, anything, let me know. Anything you guys want me to cover? But yeah, guys, here, I'm going to pop the link. So tonight, okay, tonight. Oh, thank you, Blockchain for Dummies. Thank you. Appreciate that. Never mind, I was just about to pop it in there and he did it. But anyway. So Blockchain for Dummies, thank you so much for providing that link. That link is the link to the Boomer and the Zoomer. Go check it out. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to go live. Right now, it's live. We got a live stream of the DAO. That's what we're watching right now. So check us out there. That's the podcast. I'm doing a comedy podcast. So we're going to be covering Super Tuesday. We're going to be covering all kinds of awesome, fun stuff. I'm doing a lot of fun comedy type stuff tonight. I gotta save my voice. It's already kind of getting a little, raunchy. So I'm just gonna be going live. We're gonna be hanging out here for another like 15 minutes or so. But yeah, the markets are recovering a little bit. We're negative 7,000. Sorry, fuck, not yet. Negative 780 points, all right? Bruh. Making a little bit of a recovery. And negative 760 points. Bruh. Opie is asking me, do you think the stock market will go down to the 9K range? Yeah, I think it's going to go lower than that, actually. So it usually overcorrects. I think fair value is like in the round like 4,000 points, 5,000 points. So it's probably going to go down to 3,000 points. So that's why it's going to be such a crazy crash. It's going to go down to 3,000 points, like all the way down to 3,000. Right now, we've only gone down 3,000. So right now, the Dow is at 26, 25, 9, 26K. Okay? And we're going to go down to 3. From 26 to 3. That's when everyone's going to be into crazy panic mode. All right? By the time we get to 9,000, of course it's going to go crazy panic, but we're going to keep going lower and lower. Let's see if we can get a... So 10 years ago, so in 2010, guys, listen to this, in 2010, we were at 9,000 points, give or take. Look at where we look at the chart, man. Ever since 1980. Okay, so November of 1987, after that crash, we went down to 4,700 points. All right? Hold on. Let me lower this a little bit. Nah, I lost it. Oh well. But whatever, you guys get the gist. Okay, so 4,700 points. Okay, so October. Okay, so down here. All right, in 87. All right, after that crash or whatever. So we were like around 4,000, 5,000 points. And from there, look at that chart. Look at that insanity of how high we went up and how high we're still going to keep going up. Okay, so we're almost due. We're only a few years away. We're only a few years away. If you look at any chart that's like the Weimar Germany, Zimbabwe, Venezuela, any kind of hyperinflation, you already know where we're going. We still got a little ways to go. We still got, all the way to like where it says login up here, at least. We got to go up there. So, whatever that is. Might be 60,000. 50,000. Might be 50,000. But the point I'm making is that the higher we go, the worse the drop is going to be. We got to drop. We have to drop at the very least to like 5,000 points. The minimum. It's going to, it always overcorrects. Always. All right. So we're going to get to at least, so, if it overcorrects, that's 3,000. All right. But basically we got to get down to 5,000. So right now we're at 26,000. We still have 21,000 points to drop. And if it keeps going up and up and up and up, which it will, because with negative interest rates and more pumping of money into the market, it's going to keep making it go up, 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 up. And there's going to just be devastation, massive devastation when it comes down. I hope that puts it into perspective, guys. So in 2006, you were asking me where was it in 2006? So 2006, it says oh, you know what? I read it wrong. By the way, back to 87. Yeah, but this fucking thing is not letting me give you the right read. No, so yeah, 87. We started at 2,000 points. So I mean, this is crazy. So look at that. So look at that. Actually, we started like around 2,000 points, all right? So we got to drop. So 3,000 points is a fair estimate. In 92, we were at 3,000 points. So in 94, we were at 3,500. All right, and then from there is when it skyrocketed from 3,500 in 94 to 11,000 in 99. And then, yeah, in 2006, we were climbing. We were like in 9,000 plus. And then in 2007, we crashed from like 13, 14. We crashed down. And now we're way past that. So we're going to have to go way lower, you see? Hope all that makes sense. I have no idea what the Bitcoin price is going to be in 2030. But at the rate this is going, Bitcoin could be $1 million by 2025. All right, so Bitcoin could be at $1 million by 2025, according to this chart right here. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because he's asking me what the price will be in 2030. I don't know what kind of system we're gonna have by then. But by 2025, it might be $1 million. By 2030, we might have a new monetary system. So I don't know. I have no idea. So look at that. So we're at 2:40 p.m. 2:40 p.m. market time. We still have a few hours left. I'm going to go live again on the Boomer and the Zoomer. The link is the link that Blockchain for Dummies has. All right? And I'll put the link in the description of this video once it's done. All right? So check out the Boomer and the Zoomer so you can check me out tonight. All right? I'm going to be on the podcast there. We're going to be hanging out there. We're going to be talking about Super Tuesday and all the craziness that's coming. Yeah, Bitcoin is not going on $1. No way. Never. Because the more worthless the dollar is, the more expensive Bitcoin will be in dollars. So that's why Bitcoin will only keep going up in price as the dollar keeps falling, because Bitcoin is priced in dollars. Now, when the dollar ceases to exist, then Bitcoin is going to be priced in something else. It might be just Bitcoin is going to be priced in Bitcoin. But up until then, yeah. When Bitcoin gets to $1 million, you don't trade it for $1 million. You trade it for what that $1 million can buy you at that point in time. So it's probably going to be like property, assets, and a million other things. Look into it. Do your own research. So yeah, guys, we're going to be winding this down. We got a few more minutes. Please check out my website, all right? All right, shameless plug time before we finish it. All right, please, all right, check out my website, all right, so you can find me everywhere, all right? You have all my videos there. Where you can find me, where you can support the show. I got a store, you can buy t-shirts. Here are all the links to everywhere. Here's my travel website for all of you guys that love all my travel content. I upload videos there every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Saturday's episode, awesome. Check it out. So we got that. We got all the links there to everything. We got all the social medias. I got more stuff coming. Check out my website. All the links are at the bottom description of this video and every other video. Check out the podcast, okay? The podcast I'm going to be on tonight. The Boomer and the Zoomer. I'm the Boomer, all right? I'm going to be on there tonight. We're going to be covering, again, Super Tuesday, covering exactly what we're covering now and all these other things with Doge and Lambo. And you guys, we're all going to have a lot of fun. And, again, look at the markets. They keep plunging down to the negative 1,000. Who the fuck knows? We're at negative 900 as we speak right now. At 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We're at negative 900 points. So 2:45, you know, we still have how many minutes on the... Like around 3 hours, give or take. We have around 3 trading hours left. We're at negative 900. After the Fed cut rates by half a basis point, by 0.5 points. All right, so cut rates from 1.5 to 1.0. But yeah, guys, a lot of craziness happening. So please check me out everywhere. Gold and silver. If you're holding gold and silver has gone up 2.25%. An average of 2.25% for both. So both gold and silver had huge rallies today, as the Dow is continuing to go into the toilet. What's going on with the stock market? What's everybody's 401k? So, you know, proceed with caution, guys. All right. So, but yeah, we got about another minute left or so. We got Bitcoin holding steady at 8,700, give or take. Everything's doing great, guys. Everything's doing great. So, hope everybody enjoys today's show. I enjoyed being here with you guys. I enjoyed being here always. Please check out the Boomer and the Zoomer. Check out the Boomer and the Zoomer next door. It's a live stream that's going on right now. That's what we're watching, and the music's playing. So check that out so you can check out the live ticker. And then check us out there at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, okay? 8 p.m. Eastern, so you can catch the whole debacle, all right? And I think that's it, guys. I think we're going to end it here, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss any broadcasts, whether it's emergency or not. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. Peace out. Love you. See you guys mañana. Or not mañana. I'm not going to be around mañana. I'm not going to be around for a few days. But I'm going to be around on the other channel and be around everywhere else. All right? So love you. Bye.